mic's right here. There's 10 of you in there. I'm waiting for answers. I may have bad service too, just because. Oh, it's some better. Unplug the mic and re-plug it in. I can hear you, but lots of static and feedback. Unplug, plug. Still horrible to listen to. All right, let me try it again. I'm unplugging it. Exterior, like indoor mic, then I can, how's that? That is a bit better for a second. I can hear you better. There's feedback. All right, keep going, you guys. Shalom, Sister Kate. Sounds good. Better. That is good. Much better. Okay, so that's the phone. Hey, hello, Suze. That's the phone without that mic. And I think this mic might be more for inside. Also, the mic's directions do say if I don't have a mic control program, app, whatever on the phone, that I can download one, because some Android phones don't really have, I guess, all the app on it when it comes. So I'll do that next. So thank you for all your feedback, y'all. There's the white chicken I was talking about. She's right there. She had a big old cut in her side from her rooster, and I think it was accidental because her skin is very, very, I don't want to say tender, but, well, how would you describe a chicken whose skin rips easily? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think her skin, they may have bred her that way so that her skin tears more easily, fragile. It's kind of fragile. And we did surgery on her. There's Buck account. Perfect, says Jesus. It's great now. Okay, but it's windy here. So if you lose me, if you can't hear me because of the wind or whatever, let me know. Hubby said it's some electrical interference near the microphone. Only the phone. I don't have anything else electric out here being off grid. That's it. The phone's it. So maybe I need to get a program and it will, cut out the background noise. Maybe I can adjust something. There's Garen Clakeley. Yes, ma'am. Love the stuff you and Pastor put out. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the whole point of today's video was to just test that mic. And I have one other mic. It's one of the little lapel mics. And it also had, a little bit more. I just wanted something I could plug in and use. And both of them said Android phones are not always great and you might have to do an app with them. Also, it was better when you touched it. Maybe need an antenna, says Grace Akers. Shout out to you, Grace, for being a channel supporter. And let me make sure I get everyone else here. Grace Akers. Kaijin. Yeah, okay. So you guys get the shout outs. Good to see you guys. Need to cover a fence, chain link. What would you suggest? It has sun all day. Okay, quite frankly, Colleen, I'm assuming you tell me what you want to cover it for. I think I have an answer for you, but tell me, if it gets sun all day, are you thinking you want that chain link fence to be cooler? If you do, I have an answer for you. There is NWA Prepper. Howdy. Travis, I was just trying out an external mic. I'm going to plug it in again. Y'all put your fingers in your ears just so he can listen and maybe hear a suggestion too. You're a pretty smart guy. One, can you hear that, Travis? And two, everyone says there's static and feedback and background noise. So is there something you suggest? Antenna or a ground? Man, that's going to make my whole operation way more complex. Okay, there's more feedback. If you have any suggestions for me about that feedback off that mic, I'd love it. Colleen, if you want privacy, I would either buy, because they're a little bit more expensive, a canvas at TSC. or your local co-op or something and hang the canvas. They last pretty long, but also planting bamboo would work, but you're going to have to wait. Sounds like an issue with the connection port. I don't think this one is supposed to have an extra little thing, but maybe it does. Sounds like RFI from solar panels. There's no solar panels around me right now. Move the mic away from the phone. I will move it, but it's only got this short little tiny cord on it. Let me show you how long it is. It is so tiny. And if I move it much farther than that, I think the thing's gonna tip over. Yeah, it's only got a tiny, tiny little. There is a wire fence behind me. Maybe that's what the interference is. I guess I could move the whole operation, but this is the best place for me to sit. You know what? Yeah, you could do bamboo, but it's not going to be, privacy right now. Colleen, the bamboo's going to take a little while to get big enough. I would just tie tarps to your chain link fence. Get you some tarps, get some cordage, hang them on there, because the fence will give the tarp some support. And so it should last, with the weather and everything for a while. Are good with bamboo in northern Michigan. Good stuff for privacy. It is good stuff for privacy. I'm not saying it's not. There's also fast growing plants. They're called arbor vitae. Pretty sure it's arbor. It's either aqua or arbor vitae. They're kind of vertical evergreens, but they grow pretty fast and they get tall. And you can check for them at like a local nursery or maybe your Lowe's. I think it's called arbor vitae. And that's a pretty good screening. Any kind of vine, any kind of climbing vine, honeysuckle, English ivy, country gentleman. If you have vines that grow wild in your area there, Colleen, because I have like 6 different kinds that grow wild here. They just want to support. There's also one called Arctic kiwi. It's fruit bearing. It's supposedly a vine and grows. You can plant your cucumbers, your squash, grapes on that, right on the, the chain link, and all of that will climb up it. Burlap tarps would work. Yep. There is Patty Sanchez. Call out to you. So do any of you techie guys know a kind of cord that I could get to where I could plug this little guy into and then into my phone, and it would be an extension? So I could get this farther away from the phone when I use it? Greek comes and said tarps is a good idea. Patrick, I couldn't move it farther than, it wouldn't have made any difference. Honestly, that thing I had it like 3 inches from the phone, and the farthest I think I could do it would be 6 inches from the phone. There is Lone Star Living Shalom. Yeah, Lone Star. So, I've got a mic. I tried it already. Lots of feedback, lots of windy noise in the background. I don't think that mic comes with a wind cap thing. I really think just by the shape and everything of it, it might be more for indoor. But I do have a lapel mic too, and I guess that'll be my next live stream. I'll be testing that out. Amazon would probably have one, said Gary Clackley. Patrick says Amazon. Okay, and Patrick, what would I call it? Hey, Overwatch, what part of Oregon? Why not try an adapter? I'd probably have to order that too, I guess, because this mic did not come with an adapter. Shalom, I've been doing a land search while keeping myself from being bored to death at work. Nice. DL, did you find anything? I do reckon that is an indoor mic. I don't know if anyone has mentioned it, but maybe you need an app for your phone. Greek Homestead, it was suggested in the instructions that came with the mic, so that's my next step. I just hate downloading apps. My phone does not have a lot of memory on it, and video and apps and everything take up more, and once it's, the memory's full, sorry, I keep fiddling with my hair. I want it to look a little bit tidier on videos, but I rushed out because I got up late. And I wanted to get the ducks out so they could do their thing. I mean, look, it's almost lunchtime. Oh, so I'll see your comments, and then I got some news. Patrick Honesty extension cord for Android mic. Shalom from northern Idaho. Hey, Hunter Coke. Sweet Home, Oregon, northeast of Eugene. Okay, I know a lady up in your area. She is, I think, a little bit maybe south. She's in Doreen or Dorina. She's a believer, but she's older, and she's renting a house there, but she's in bad shape. And I've been trying to get her to contact the county health services. Seems like everything needs to work on apps. Right. I'll download an app. I will. Not really, but I'm looking on Land and Farm, Land Century, Homestead Crossing, and others. And 25 years ago, I don't think those things were a thing. Stupid smartphone. Audio sounds fine. Not sure if you're still using the mic. No, I just plugged it in real quick, Lone Star, to kind of show you that there was background noise and everything, but I'm back on my phone now. I know someone said, like when we're in the car, they can't always hear me. And I noticed in one of my videos, I couldn't hear me very well either. So that's why I got mics, but I haven't had a chance to really research into them. And bought 2 of them for sale. A Staples was going out of business and had everything 40% off. So I got 2 mics. I got 2 different mics, figuring that, hopefully one of them will work all right. I'm checking out ducks. They're checking me out. They're coming over here, and they just want to see if I have any extra food. I gave them extra rations this morning. All right, come on. You have to get under control back there. I gave them extra rations this morning just because I felt like every time they see me, they act hungry. And so I don't know. I don't think I'm underfeeding them. All right. So what is y'all's biggest news? What is your biggest news, biggest project? What is the important thing in your day today? The extension, hey Wes S, shalom. The extension cord for the mic will be the same across device types. The one I have for my lapel mic works for all my mics. Okay. I haven't ordered one yet, Wes. Did you get yours on Amazon? I have to keep the audio low so it won't disturb the others. I am laying out today. Had a doozy of a headache last night. Okay, I just turned the sound down. Nope, I don't want to turn it down. I want to turn it up. There we go. Get it to about medium. Paying another installment on my rent? Well, yeah, that's pretty important. Mad Kilt says, technology is tough on us Luddites. That's right. And we're old. We're old Luddites who don't understand it. Yes. Okay, Wes. So I'll look into that. Colleen Rodimer is gardening. Jesus is packing to move at the end of the month. Overwatch is equipment trailer shopping today. Wow. Pastor told me that we may get a trailer, animal trailer. And I said, why? And he said, in case we have to move all of our critters all at once. And I said, all right, it's up to you. We'll see if he does it or not. Got several new chicks on the farm. Lone Star Living getting a shed cabin delivered to the property tomorrow. Holy cow. Lone Star, were they hatched out by your hands or did you guys incubate? And I just ordered myself another incubator. I have a small 9-egg one that I've got duck eggs in right now, and it's currently in use. I'm hoping to, try to hatch some duck eggs out. We'll see if they were even fertile. I do have a friend who will give me another male duck because some of the ones that I tried to hatch before were not fertile. But I don't want another pekin male. I want a Cayuga or a Khaki Campbell male. Wes got his off Amazon. Keeping out of this heat we are having in North Texas. Yeah, That's one of the secrets to dealing with heat is don't be out in it. 3 weeks to come out of her, my people. Awesome, Mad Kelp. Awesome. I am very excited about that. Greek Homestead is gardening, transplanting to be more specific. Awesome. Gardening is always good. How about that goat? Did that goat need a home? Abe said he got a headache yesterday, Wes. Were you guys both drinking online at the same time? Is that why you both have headaches? Grace Akers says, got new chicks yesterday, want to finish wicking tubs and plant tomatoes. Excellent. My wife is making goat cheese today. Overwatch. Nice. Do you know what kind? Also, Sister Kate, if I may, at the Hope Church in Centerview, Missouri, the 27th, 20th, 28th, and 9th, we will have a God, Family, and Guns revival of the remnant, if maybe you could. It eats up this time, but it's not stopped. I don't like having it. Is it self-inflicted, Wes? Moved to St. Louis in February, moving to Northeast Mississippi, way too many bullets. Yeah, St. Louis. Yeah, my husband, when we have to drive through there, he will not, he either, sorry, all the talking. He will not stay in downtown or in the city limits of St. Louis. He will either get a hotel on the outside on, like the west side, or he'll get a hotel on the east side, but he will not stay in the city proper. All right, let's see what else y'all. If a small town, I want something to a quarter to 1 acre in the country. I'm looking for 3 to 5 acres. Good luck, DL. I haven't looked for land in such a long time that I don't know what part of the country you would have to look for that in. And the main thing you want to do, if you find it, is find out if there's water there. Because you can probably get that in like Arizona, but water would be a huge problem. After work, I will be working on the DC water system. We found the owner. I think he got her back. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I'm sorry. That goat looked very neglected. Maybe as a reward for letting them know it was around, they'll give you a kid from it or something. Aid said, no, Sister Kate, something else. All right, come out of her, my people, says Dr. Count. I came down here to scout out a place to move and live. Must go back to Michigan for a custody battle. Ooh, that sounds like legal help is needed. Are goose eggs good to eat? Yes, they are, Dave, but they are so much more valuable if you let them become gooses. I think you can sell a pair of geese for like $75, maybe even $75 a piece. Bought a new dual-purpose breed from a hatchery. Oh, cool. What's it called? I really need to come out of her and need to find a place, even if it is in a rural town that is not in Topeka, Lawrence, Manhattan, or other major city in Missouri, Kansas, Arkansas, Oklahoma. Now, DL, I think if you look in the small cities in Kansas, out west, closer to Colorado, out in the Great Plains area, and in southeast and southwest Kansas, you will find what you're looking for there. I think stuff there is still. I suffer from cluster headaches known as suicide headaches. For their severity, the pain has been known to cause self-inflicted death. Ooh, that's terrible, Wes. I'm sorry to hear that. J&N Olak is making violet jam. Nice. And you make that from the flowers, correct? Okay. Got a meeting 5 minutes. I have to go. If you're still when I'm done, I maybe jump back on. Shalom. Nice to see you. I probably won't be just because my phone does not have a lot of memory or a lot of battery. And I have to do my project. Plain soft cheese. I don't do it. It's great on salads. Awesome. Yeah. Get Sister Kate likes up people. And there's Jess Badger. So my big, yes, J&N. The time for me to do that would have been about 3 weeks ago. I have not done that yet, but I think that's fantastic. My big project for today, I hard boiled like 70 eggs yesterday. I got as many eggs out of my coop as I could. That's my dog backing into this thing. He's bored and wants to go back to the house. Anyway, I, kind of selected, did the water test with them, threw out the bad ones, cleaned off the dirty ones, and then hard boiled, excuse me, like 70 eggs. And then got the jars ready and found a really good recipe online for shelf stable pickled hard boiled eggs, and was waiting on the Millennial Man to bring me some vinegar. Now, I have vinegar. I could have gotten it out of storage, but I didn't want to. So I asked him while he was out running around to get me 4 vinegars, because it's a lot of vinegar for the recipe. And he didn't bring it till the evening. So I've got 5 jars started with the stuff in them to do these hard-boiled eggs. And all I have to do is go back there, warm up the water bath canner, make the brine, pour it over all the eggs. And I think I've got like maybe 25, 30 eggs left to peel, pack the jars, and do it. So it'll be quick. And it's my way of dealing with the 20 plus eggs we're getting every day. All right. Drink some water, sister. Okay, look how obedient I'm going to be to your request. I have some water with me. I'm glad Diorce is back up and operating, you guys. I know you were worried about him for a while there. Currently living in a 1-bedroom apartment carved out of a former single-family home in Topeka's Ward B neighborhood. It's kind of sketchy here. Well, yes, it is. Shouldn't be around any big cities. Blessings, Rick Ballard. Okay. Just got the main garden fence from chickens, and it started raining. Too many beds to finish filling with seedlings. Fencing is so important on a homestead. Deciding where and what kind of fencing, if you're fencing things in or if you're fencing things out, and it's got to be fencing that is effective. The field fence that is on this, let's see if I can get a picture of that. I don't know if you can see it, but we have field fence here. Does not work for goats. Goats will stand on it and push it down. Doesn't matter how tight you put it and how in ground your poles are. What works better are the cattle panels. But it's working great for these ducks. And for your chickens, you pretty much need chicken fence, chicken wire, and it needs to be covered because chickens can fly. They can fly if they want to. All right, sounds like a good egg plan to me. Yes, and Northland and NWA Prepper, there's going to be 2 quarts of curried hard-boiled eggs, 1 of fennel, and 4 of dill, and maybe others. We get about 5 to 10 eggs a day. Very worried about him, Sister Kate. Oh, Diorce, is his health bad? Yamas, equal to cheers. Yay, Yamas. Bless you, sister. H2O. I worked him like an indentured servant for 5 days. In the Texas heat. Right. And one of the biggest costs, said Colleen. Yep. It is a really huge cost. And we have spent, I'm sure, thousands of dollars on the cattle panels, and we're going to spend more because I want to get more stuff fenced in for the different animals. My husband has electric fence for his sheep. We spent like 2 hours moving it around to a new spot yesterday, and they've already eaten it all down, and we've got to put it somewhere else. So it's something to consider when you're homesteading. The size of your animals, whether they can fly, whether they can slip through it. Chicks can go through chicken wire. Yes, they can when they're little. So your chick, if you're going to let your chicks be out either in your run or somewhere on your property, you have to have more like hardware cloth fencing for them. Right here on this fence, I've got blueberries right here. And I put a very fine bird netting over it because the ducks could stick their bill through there, and so could the chickens, and eat those blueberries when they get ripe. So I put this very fine bird fence, plastic bird netting on it to hopefully keep the ducks out at least, and hopefully the chickens too when those blueberries get ripe. It never got above 109, not even warm here yet, right? You're not frying an egg on the front porch yet? Hot sauce and Cajun seasoning in the brine is good too. I'm going to put red peppers. Curried one sounds great. Grace, and it's the first time I've ever done it, so I think I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of curry powder, but I might add 2 per quart. There is Ohan. Shalom, shalom. Be blessed. NWA Prepper. Yeah, be blessed. Use full pressure and go for distance. Raccoons can eat through chicken wire too. I learned the hard way. They can certainly tear through it. Phoebe Wyatt. Morning. Just got done with chores. Just in time. Shalom, Kate. Yeah, I'm already. So that makes it right. Anyways, we get 24 eggs a day and 2 gallons of goat milk. Just butchered 19 roosters. It has been helpful for moms who can't get formula. I'm telling you what, that formula thing is so weird. And we talk about it here as in like, this has never happened. And even if it's just because you can't package it, like personally, I breastfed my kids, but I know people who couldn't and they needed the formula. And I know people who raised twins on goat milk. Goat milk is a good substitute. And so if you have goats that you milk, you should seriously think about getting on Facebook or Craigslist or something to offer your goat milk at this time until they get this figured out. You'll be helping people out. That's wonderful, Overwatch. Shalom, Sister Kate. Just finished caging all the outdoor gardens. Ladysmith said, fencing definitely is important. Look forward to seeing all those eggs. Yeah, hopefully I'll remember to take a photo and put it somewhere. I just got the supplies for water glassing eggs. I'm super excited. I have supplies for that, but I have a mental block against it. So that's why I decided to can instead. Goat milk works just fine. It sure did. We did it with our daughter. Yes, it does. Goat milk works for kittens too and puppies. If I can get a pond going, I will get ducks again, but I do not want to clean wading pools for them ever again. Yeah, and I don't really clean mine, Wes, because I don't have a hose here. So what I do is when they get really funky, I just dump them out, and they're not very deep. You know, I've only got one of the pools. The rest of these things are concrete mixing bins, so they're not real big. And so I can physically, pick it up and dump it. And I use that stuff coming out of that to feed these plants. I feed the fruit trees and the bushes and everything I've got planted in here with that funky duck water. Okay. I pickle eggs with garlic, peppers, and Worcestershire. Ooh, I hadn't thought about using Worcestershire. I've got minced garlic. That's going in there. Goat milk saved my oldest daughter. She is allergic to milk and had to have it. Was a godsend, said Colleen. Right? I'm still dealing with the one with the mastitis. I milked her this morning and there was still funky stuff coming out, but I think it might have been the medicine. Okay. So I'm going to get offline. I would love to sit and chat with you all day. Maybe someday I'll do that if my voice won't go out on me. But I do need to get to my projects. I appreciate your feedback on the feedback of the mic. And I may try using it on the next, live stream or something. And I will look at downloading the app. It's just for all pools near your fruit trees, from your duck water to your fruit trees, fertilizer for free water. Right. Yeah. All these things are right near all the fruit trees and everything. You should collect it and sell it as cologne for city phones. They wouldn't pay anything for it. Hydrated lime, the local feed store had it, but I'd had to buy a 50-pound bag. Thank you for your time. Sister Kate says a buck account. All right. I am out of here, y'all. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for your feedback. Have a wonderful day. Shalom. Oh, see, it didn't work. All right, one other thing. I have to take the cover off of my phone when I use the mic, and it makes me nervous because I need that cover. It's so easy for me to drop my phone or lose it, and the cover is bright red. So another reason I don't really like the mics. All right, y'all. Bless you. Shalom. There we go.